Everybody joining. Now, for everybody joining, you're listening to a song called K by Mel Mariah, a student teen that released this song in the middle of the pandemic while she was attending college across the country studying pre-medicine. And Mel is born to two Jamaican parents. She was born in New Rochelle Hospital, resides in Mount Vernon, and has been, making the rounds, sharing the music that she made, but also getting a lot of inquiries as to, what's coming next because people are looking for more music, but the priority that she's sharing with us is school. And as we talked about school and college before we went to break earlier, she was talking about her passion in terms of pursuing medicine. But I am curious about her reaction to President Biden's move today about trying to reduce the burden of school loans. Have you heard the news? Do you have any thoughts on that, Mel?
Well, it's not the view. It's the biggest reason I all the people on it. I continue to read up for like all the answers to that word, But I think it was the state that you're not used to legal learning, and I think it firsthand, long ago, that really struggling with they have to make something to it, all the with the part and unfortunately, but that's when you used to go, well, like, what's the big plan, but I would have to have it right, switching the right, I have to, so a lot of people are there trying to be fulfilled where they're there to do things, they can't be hard because of the right thing, if anybody can, it's very different.
There you go. Now, in terms of some of your fellow students, what has been the experience in terms of your classmates picking the focus for their next steps, and what has the pandemic taught you in terms of going from lockdowns to no gatherings? How has that affected your ability to study, but also connect with your fellow classmates?
Well, in terms of, my classmates, the fields that they choose, I'd say a lot of people, well, funny for me to notice about a lot of people kind of like personality were fitting to the people that they also decided what they were, they've always been good at here, we have to pick something that is the most comfortable with. But I just like the first job, business, support marketing, something of that sort. So that was all interesting for me because people were really effective. I mean, they might be little justice, but they also do. I think what they really do want to solve that problem, and I like to say that, being in the doctor's office, has the doctor's kind of like being a detective, you're whether it's next day, and it's fine to get that. People look at the doctor's well, you're not guilty at all, but it's really fun. It was that, not that. That's the case. And that's why I like to call it, that was pretty interesting with me, for the they made it. Hopefully. It's part of that.
Well, the second part of the question is just COVID. You're in college, and you're expected to connect and network, but now you're told that you cannot connect and network the way you traditionally did. And the question is, how have you, evolved or embraced the distance learning? I'm pretty sure that Harrison and Diana, who are in school, elementary school, had to wear masks, and at times they had the social distance and they had some issues. So just curious about your experience and how, the questions from these two who are also in the same situation, what do you have to say or add to the prospect of the challenges of COVID and how it has impacted your experience? But before you answer that, just hang on for the next break. We're going to talk through school, your career, but also what happened here. Don't change that down. Hey, she can get listen, Harrison. The thing, Diana, wait, Harrison, it is okay. She has to get up and ask a question. She can get up and ask a question. That's it. She's not frozen to the seat. It's okay, all right? Diana, come. What question do you have, please? Okay, you can ask that question when we come back and break. Okay?
Now we can back on.
We're going to be back on in a few moments. We're on commercial break right now. And
The other first one.
actually, and there's Facebook on YouTube.
So go on Facebook, YouTube.
Dollars. For the borrowers.
Hey, Harrison.
Radio. Dance.
What's the birthday? Was there? I should say.
I'm not spinning.
There you go. So I had your camera, your view was right there, okay? No, you're on the other side of that, dude. No. There you go. Everybody can see you now. What the fuck? What are you doing? You're silly. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Now you, Harrison, need to come closer over here if you want to be in the cat. If you want to be in
What?
the
But on my head so it does count. My
Certified salty. It's why I say, I'm going to research here. And I want you to know that, whether he's, we're experts in site-specific weather research reports. Well, law firms, insurance companies, anybody needs to know what the weather was. We provided thousands of reports. Provided hundreds of times.
Wait, hi.
In 1975. If you need our service, please ask weather information.
Now, think of two questions to ask him, okay? Now, Harrison, your turn. Harrison, you ask him. You ready to ask me two questions, okay? We come back and break. You hear me?
That's I have one of great.
Okay, Diana,
What a reason.
and move over this way. Your chair, reach over that. Right there, perfect.
Generating and you need to rely on your information to get the job done. You deserve honesty. You expect reliability. You need CRT sanitary.
Way. Okay. Oh, wait, I can see you.
Homeowners. Contractors have to pay it on. No dispatchers at different locations there, and no hands-free services. These interlopers, they use terms my name. Communication is a key to their success. In communication with you, other facilities offer the world that now no longer for the CFO sanitation offers. Professionalism, doing several online CRT sanitation just
That's right, Tom.
it's not paying. All the issues. Trash companies are being family home.
We're now on camera. You got any questions, Diana? What about you, Harrison? You have questions ready? Yes.
You can tell us. But
Don't be sad.
So we're about to start in a second, yes.
nation.
That's a tough look at the all top. It's on the WP events. 8.com.
That is
Yes. When I've done Shannon Hodge recently, West Main, that my background tonight was. Chapter which days were here, on Northwest Main, so the big size, all 3 years there. Hospital here,
You're flying.
cloudy at night, low 70s. Friday's looking partly sunny, highs will be 90 with a chance of a late day. Thunderstorms, this month, front around during these, for the weekend, Saturday, mostly sunny, 6. And maybe a shower at night, or Sunday, mostly sunny, 4. And Tuesday, sunshine, means 90. How many to see military for 1460 WB, where you're local radio station. In Westchester, that's from that. What's the rest of things? And now that's what happened here with Rich Thomas, former mayor of Mount Vernon, on 1460 WVOX.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
welcome back. You're listening to WVOX at Whitney Global Media Station. My name is Rich Thomas, former mayor of Mount Vernon. The name of our show is What Happened Here, and we're here every Wednesday from noon to 1, asking the question of what happened here with a person, a place, a thing, a situation. And last week we were live from Stockholm, where we asked the question of what happened here with some of the developments on the local front and in the international front. We were able to connect with some policymakers, decision makers out in Stockholm to get their feedback on what they thought of the move to NATO, but move to join NATO, Sweden move to join NATO. But we'll talk about that later in the show. You can always watch or listen to last week's show online or here on WVOX. But our guest today is Mel Mariah. She is a college student that made some great music in the height of the pandemic. And before we went to break, we were asking her about, how COVID impacted her studies at college and experience. And we have Harrison and Diana that have some questions for her that they said they were going to mention before we went to break. And Diana, you go first. Ladies first.
How did you choose to be a music writer?
What's the goal with my Diana?
Ask your question again, Diana.
How did you choose to be a music writer?
Right. Yeah, right. What was my Diana?
What made you choose to be a music writer?
What do you think? What is it?
Music writer.
No, I don't know. Used it right now, and I don't know much like they did it. It was just that I already knew what I wanted to write for songs that they didn't. So I mean, the which one to write, you just write it down, I'll say, I'm lucky in that it wasn't the decision I had to make, and that whenever I speak it wrong, so very difficult. They kind of say, like I go and find people that go for that.
So you're basically saying that someone else chose that you were going to be a music.
It was a spirit. It was a spirit.
I feel like the bombs try that. It's a something of that.
It's a feeling. So, Harrison, you have a question?
Okay. Are you gonna make any more songs?
I
I'm kind of excited.
haven't decided.
Are you gonna make any more songs?
So I have things that I just haven't released it yet, because I haven't released it yet, but I don't have them prepared. I want them to step and step. That song I was used to it. I liked it, what I wanted. One of the prospects is that maybe was we do it for those little more I've already liked it, then I'll stop it.
Look at that. So what do you think the next drop's going to be, Diana?
It might be September. Or maybe it might be June.
I don't know. We'll see. When she's ready, she's ready. But do you think you guys can? Well, how about this? Well, that's very close. But perhaps, how about this? When do you expect to record some more? And do you think you have room for an audience to help add some energy to the recording vibe?
What kind of recording was working out? I mean, I plus that I put up I have a little meeting with what I put on for the guy. I can bless you, can.
No, Diana is motioning to me that she's trying to say something, and I'm wondering what she's trying to say. Are you going to go record with her, Diana? You got to use your words, use your voice. You're going to go support the vibe to create some musical genius, or is Harrison? Harrison, what about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, say a word.
Song book.
Well, she hasn't made a song, Rose, but She said she did make some other songs, so maybe she can give a sneak peek
The road.
of the other songs.
Yes.
What type of experience, or she's asking for a sneak peek or a preview as to some of the other music that you've made, and maybe you could.
Yes.
But that's why the whole point, you have to ask questions.
I'll say that the other songs are from kind of big singles, but it's those songs for Jerry Bob. So it's not the exact same story, like you're getting in. I'm curious, you're not living with the people where that yeah. They all the scratch man was delivered.
Okay, well, Diana, you have any more questions for Mel Mariah?
What was your favorite song out of all of the songs that you made?
Or that you listened to? How about that? That you listened to?
My favorite song of all the ones I've listened to.
Yes. Which song has inspired you most?
Fire. Well, man, that's hard. I like there's oh wow. I could do a lot of music in my life playing and conversations. So I don't think I'll
What about a musician called Bob Marley? Does that sound like a musician that you connect with?
yeah, so people have to keep on.
There you go.
He wrote tons of colorful people tell about things that are prepping all the very well, If I were like people they many years in the work to have those names on they so much work so long for and so I guess people I'll use it as privilege to that.
So you want to be a timeless, transformative, transcendent musician that adds that adds to the spirit of a movement.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Any Bob Marley song that jumps out to you that we can probably play on the way out?
A Bob Marley song that does not on the way out. I'll say, well, what has to be listen to me is what prices. Some who have the very out that that one. That was that's what my third event has doing. So I'll just happy.
Bob Marley's Crisis. Now, final question from the two. One of the things they ask is like, what should they be thinking about for college, and what should they be thinking about to do for themselves? But they can ask you themselves. They're here.
Beautiful pencil, Sharpie, pen, paint, marker, supplies.
Now I'll start to be. Let's start to be when I was at college and how little I have been people. Things that you've done on sometimes it's hard to fight nowadays. don't think my favorite food supply with my laptop goes with power. I would not be saying it's miserable business. I would say I can't comfort go like how to go like that.
Well, I'm going to break. Mel, can you sing off for one more set? We just want to wrap up, but you're listening to what happened here with Harrison, Diana,
Yeah.
and Mel Mariah. Don't change that dial.
No. Wait, can you? It's coming.
Walk out.
Wait, no.
Let me hear. What's the matter, Harrison?
Huh. You're done.
In a few minutes. Hey, hey, go ahead.
Expected to speak on plans to cancel.
I'm gonna smile.
To the official student powers and borrowers. What he just read. The flank working the middle class standards reading room was able to diversity was still on that. Kids in January 2023 will have more details this afternoon. Jackie, I was.
Where did Harrison go?
Hey,
Oh, okay. Thanks. How much more, buddy?
whoa.
Sales. Yes, yes,
Still things, right?
National Association of Realtors compared with a year ago, the sales were down almost 20%. American Trade Days.
Oh, what does that mean? Like, fucking slaughter. I know it tastes like Sweden wine. Dude. Well, no, Sweden wine is a long time since
It was very positive.
Something's on your time. Scroll down to hear the latest podcasts and fun scenes. And it's even easier to listen in the car. Family Monthly and
Mommy says hi. Say hi, TV right there.
This is American Fest. Now.
Now look, listen, guys. We're gonna talk. What we're gonna do is, I'm trying to tell you something. So we're gonna talk very briefly with Mel, but you're gonna talk about Stockholm for the final set, okay? And what you liked? Did you like the ice cream? Which museum? You tell a little bit about swimming in the lake, right? Tell us what you guys would be prepared to talk about that. Is that okay?
Maybe a good question for
Oh, you do?
information.
Yes.
Then,
Okay.
never been to Sweden. Go on. Follow your flight.
Yeah.
My first house. I also know that they wanted the first to respond in. That means.
Now I don't want to be live, but I
I
just
know.
want something, children. So please behave.
Yeah. I will try
You. Please behave.
my heart. So, me. Please.
I'm about to go into a meeting in 10 minutes.
Minute, and it's not 1 minute.
Is a terrific place.
Ask me questions and ask, not just asking time.
Smell. What smell right now?
How did this with the bunch?
So, your dad's made some lunch.
You gotta buy it from McDonald's.
McDonald's. McDonald's.
So can have one. That's what can we get? Oh, there's something. Oh.
That's not gay. That's not gay right there.
Did you got no? No.
They laughed at.
Gotta check all this water. my bed. You know.
Get your water in. That's good.
All right. Guys, you sit down.
Oh.
I need you to sit down. Zeke.
So,
Oh my goodness. The diner. Lord. All right. We're about to come back from break, Mommy.
Nina, you know,
Nina. Miss Nina.
Nina,
Diana. Time for you to sit down. We're going to come back from break.
yeah.
All right, Harrison. Say bye-bye to Mommy. Sorry, everybody. Here we go. Harrison, what are you doing, buddy? Stop that. It's wild. All right, here we go. You're gonna say welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, come on, you guys gonna say it. Let's go. Just wait a second. Wait till I point to you, all right? I'm gonna say welcome back, welcome back. And when I go like say welcome back again, all right?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. My name is Rich Thomas. You're here from Harrison and Diana, our guest host for today with our special guest, Mel Mariah, musician, a college student studying pre-med out west. And we were talking about her music career, her experience with COVID in college, but also a little bit about the decision that the president made to forgive student loans, but also create a pathway to relieve some of the burdens for those students. Now, we have our final set here. We're going to ask a few more questions to Mel Mariah from Harrison and Diana, but also we're going to hear from Harrison and Diana about their time in Stockholm. So let's get to the questions. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, hang on. D, hang on. You had the last set. It's Harrison's turn, okay? Just real quick. Just stop.
Okay. Now, so we went to Stockholm, Sweden, and we really enjoyed it. And we went to the Nobel Prize Museum and the photograph museum.
Photograph museum. Did you see musicians? Did you see people?
We saw Michael B. Jordan. We saw Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. And
A lot more at the photograph museum in Stockholm. And Diana, what about you? Okay. Okay.
been to Yoa.
I have been here. My partner grew up in London, so I have now personal business family. Walk around, saw a lot of great places. Then the full organization of songs that songs like the power statement and it's so fun. They look very special. And he said, well, as soon as I hear from me, they expected people to want to take photos of them. And yeah, they're kind, they're willing. So I really was.
What was what's your dream place to visit?
My late to visit. So I've always wanted to go to Italy because I've always wanted to try the pasta over there and try pizza over there and make the different taste the different, different things all stick so fast. But also like then seeing how it looks, like I think that looks so pretty over there, like it looks like you make too much video nature. That's what's scary. That's better. So
Okay, so my brother's been to Italy, so he can tell you all about it. You're gonna love it.
Well,
I'm
yeah, he was 3 and went to Italy, but he kept the whole hotel up. That's what we know.
yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm sorry.
Harrison.
Wait. Lying in his sleep.
No, it was more of him playing. More of him playing, and as you can see, they have never stopped playing. And I will ask Another question to them, if, you know, we went to the Viking Museum as well, guys, can you share everybody with some fun facts about the Vikings maybe?
Draw trolls, hell with HEL, not two L's, just, one L.
Those are the pagan gods that he learned about. Loki is actually, you got Thor, and who else? Diana? What? Yeah, what did you learn about the Vikings?
When were very young, they were given a comb and a knife, and they were often killed.
Because of disease and different types of influenza. But, yeah, so the children were given combs and knives so that they can, you know, learn to defend and take care of themselves. So if it was their money and what, you know, Vikings aren't as tall as they were depicted, as they are commonly depicted now. Their average height was 5'9", but the average height of the person, of regular people, of other people, like 5'5", 5'4". So Vikings obviously appeared much taller when they average a height of 5'9". Another fun fact about Vikings was that they were vegetarian.
Yeah,
Isn't that interesting?
they didn't. That's what animal skin.
Yes.
They wore animal skin. That's nasty.
Oh,
They have to hunt animals. They can't just be like walking around naked in like the villages. And that's
so it'd be too cold.
please. What type of lettuce?
Well, the kid looked into this.
Lettuce.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
well,
We're rotting.
we'll talk about Viking fashion at another point. But what about the Nobel Prize Museum? What did you learn about the Nobel creator, Alfred? What was his name? Alfred what? Hello, Nobel Prize, guys? No, no. Yeah, there you go, Alfred Nobel. And you went on a treasure hunt in there. What was the treasure hunt include?
Surprise. Point.
But you had to research. But you had to research and find some interesting facts. Do you remember any of the facts that you found on your hunt for that Nobel Prize?
Yeah.
What was that?
One of the facts were about a book,
Well, how many Nobel Prizes are there?
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book was a literary Nobel Prize awarded.
Jumanji, yes.
But wait a minute, can you tell everybody which Nobel Prizes there are? How many?
Yes. There.
Okay, but can you name them?
Name all of them.
Ready?
I don't know the name of these ones.
Come on, let's go. We're running down the time.
I know.
Come on, take it.
Chemistry, medicine and health, math,
No, math is not one.
science,
Mm-hmm. That's 3.
literature,
That's 4. Stop.
and continue.
Some more. Begins with a P. Do you remember?
Okay.
Which one is it? Peace.
Yes.
Okay. And then there's one more. Echo.
Economics.
Those are the 6. And economics was the last one added in the 50s. And it was basically, you know, created by the Bank of Stockholm to, you know, create space for people's contributions to economics. And but the key is math is not one of them. And the irony around the Nobel Prize is that it was created by a person that created nitroglycerin to make dynamite, right? Which was, he hoped it would be used for building and gas. And you know, we said to this.
Sure, that's from
Oh, from
space.
look at you reading the screen. So the irony was the Nobel Prize for Peace was created by somebody that caused or was responsible for so much destruction. But we can tell you this: we had a great show, a great time. We look forward to having Mel Mariah back with a new hit that's going to be coming out hopefully soon. And Harrison and Diana, any Harrison and Diana final words before we go? I'm going to say thank you.
Bye.
Well, we got. Hang on, Diana. Okay, well, look, thank you guys. Thank you for joining this show. It's been a lively one, as you can see. We'll be back next week. Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Bye. Done.
We're done.
And just
We're done.
wait.
Yeah, come over here. Come over here.
Guys.
Here, come over here.
Yeah.
Just look. Say hello to everybody. Come on, come on, Harrison side, Diana.
Going.
Harrison. Harrison.
Going.
Diana. Harrison, look. Oh, let's hit the line. Yeah. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys. Bye.
And she means we want to know what you want to say.
Say goodbye. Harrison, say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for watching, guys.